Transform your space into a cozy sanctuary with pleasant candles, where every scent tells a story. Whether you're unwinding after a long day or setting the mood for a relaxing evening, our hand-poured premium candles fill your home with luxurious aromas designed to uplift, soothe, and inspire. Breathe in our different scents in according with your smell taste, ranging from fresh mountain mist to beach linen, bringing the ocean breeze right to your home. And for long-lasting fragrance, try our luxurious perfume diffusers. Shop now at pleasantcandles.com and light up your senses today.
How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. It's Monday again. Y'all come on in. Hit the thumbs up. Get together, y'all. Hopefully today we have us a good show. How's everybody doing? Thank you for being here. Subscribe. Y'all already know how they treating players. Let's go on and get these numbers up. We don't want to cry. We don't want to be too proud to beg. But sure enough, I need the support. Oh, these numbers real low on the Monday. Real low on the Monday. And maybe that's because I jumped out here late. I jumped out here at 02 after the hour. I jumped out at 02 after the hour. Yes, I did, instead of at 12. For some reason, I was watching something, and it just threw me off. And then I looked up, and I'm like, oh, snap, it's 12:02. What do we have? The Bronx New Yorkers in the visit. What poppin' Pastor like it is 30 minutes of fire. What it do? Atlanta's up in the building. They say YT had me checking for 3 minutes and no notification. Say the 281 H-Town is up in the building. Say, hey, Sugar and Chad Tyler, Texas is up in this thing. What it do? Y'all come on. Hit them thumbs up. Don't be afraid. Tell somebody we round here. There you go. They say these good mamas don't care nothing about these children. Facts. Even when they're not your children, you don't care about children out here in the street, which is a shame, which is really a shame. Got to be more careful. Say Willie get a half point for being late. Never admit to being late. That's a good one right there. That is a good one. You really shouldn't admit it. 253 is in the place to be. What's happening? North Carolina is up in the building. Come on in. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, up in this thing. That's what I'm talking about. Baton Rouge, Louisiana is in this thing. What's poppin', Pastor and chat fam? What's happening? Come on in. You say Willie YT is playing with your notification. Facts. They still don't care about the player, and we coming up on criminal. We did it. Damn it, Christmas is almost here. We got what? 5 months. This is the 7th month. Today is July the 28th, 2025. So as about 2 or 3 days, it's going to be the first of the month. Oh, geez. The first of the month is right there. It's by time to pay people, and that's this week. Now, what date actually is the first of the month? Let me look for my calendar. Let me look at my calendar. The first of the month is on Friday. Friday, the first of the month. Friday is payday. Friday, STD Friday. That's what I'm talking about. So Friday gonna be like a really good day. Kind of sad day for people because you get to enjoy yourself, but you also got to pay people what you owe people. You know what I'm saying? Indiana is up in the house. What's happening? Chi-Town is up in this piece. That's what I'm talking about, man. Thank y'all for joining the player. We had 50 likes. We had 50 likes. This is a shame. 50 likes, 11 after the hour. 11 after the hour. We did so great last week. We did great last week. And shout out to everybody who had done showed up for the Saturday show, the overtime show. You know, I didn't say that I was going to do a show on Saturday, but I ended up doing a show on Saturday. Try to give y'all a little something, man. So y'all could enjoy yourselves and make it through the day, make it through whatever you was making it through or trying to make it through. Sugarland, Texas is up in the building. Somebody had asked, well, Willie, did you finish the motor? Yes. And install was done on Saturday. Install was done on Saturday. They got their truck back. I said the first of the month, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yep. Yeah. He said, hello. The 502 Louisville, Kentucky is up in there hitting that like button. I appreciate that right there. We got 55 likes, but we're not gonna wait. We're not gonna wait for the 100. Let's go ahead on and just get into the show. It has been, I would say, like a misconception for a very, very long time, but we have been going with the misconception, with the belief. We have been believing what was told to us. You say, well, he should make you a OnlyFans fixing on cars. The women may love that. Get you some coins. I can't make another OnlyFans if I'm not mistaken, because when you create an OnlyFans, you have to upload your license. And because I had an OnlyFans, and they closed my OnlyFans. They discontinue a player OnlyFans. And I'm like, you mean to tell me I can't post what I'm posting, but they hunching on OnlyFans? I was like, wow, that's really, really deep. But that was like 3, 4, 5 years ago, wasn't it? I don't forget. The 334 The Gump Monkey Town is up in the building. What it do? Yes. Listen, remember y'all that we was told that get your 10,000 steps in, You need your 10,000 steps that make you healthy. They get the fat off you. They do all that fly stuff. It's good for heart circulation and all that. All right. They done came up. They did some more science. They did some more science. They done changed it. They done changed it from 10,000 steps. So if you have been trying to get the 10,000 steps, hold on. If you have been trying to get the 10,000 steps and you have been fighting with it every day, maybe it's like 5,000, and then you may get up to 6,500, and you're like, oh my God, I was almost there, like 3,500 more to go, and then you hit like 7,000, 75, 8,000. You know what I'm saying? And you just be fighting to get that 10,000. Well, you ain't got to fight no more. Things have changed. They done changed. You say, forget the 10,000 steps. Research. New science. New science reveals that the real number you need for better health is 7,000 steps. Yeah. Studies find that walking just 7,000 steps daily is linked to 47% reduce of death. The risk of death, 47% risk of death. It reduces that right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me show you what they say. See, one thing that I like about science, we can come up with something and it'll hold until if we get more information in the future, we'll change it, to update it. That's what I like about science. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a big new study suggests that 7,000 steps could be enough to boost your essential health markers. Yeah, because they have been doing studies. They have not did studies on you, but they have been doing studies like in general. They found that walking at least 7,000 steps a day was linked to improvement in 8 major health outcomes. Yeah, including the heart disease, dementia, and depression symptoms. So a lot of y'all are sitting around here depressed. This has to be like the most depressed generation. The most depressed generation we have seen. Y'all out here depressed. Y'all don't know how to get out of depression. It's like a real problem. But now, this can help.
This can really, really help. Any increase in your daily steps, even modest ones like 4,000 steps, deliver health benefits compared to very, very low activity levels. A lot of people was under the understanding that if I don't hit my 10,000, then I'm not helping my body out. And I just want to say, no, that should have never been your thought. Being mobile increases your good health. Being mobile, listen, even if you don't hit the 4,000, if you don't hit the 2,000, the 3,000, you did something. Supposed to going all day and you only had like 500 steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, I need one of them days where I only do 500 steps, where I just lay down and just don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they say when possible, targeting around 7,000 steps per day can substantially reduce the risk of chronic diseases and adverse health outcomes. So hopefully, y'all learning from this right here. So yeah. Damn it, I just said this without even reading this. Even small increases in steps counts, such as increasing from 2,000 to 4,000 steps a day, are associated with significant health gains. Facts. So everybody's, well, not everybody, but you good people who had your goals at 10,000 steps a day, because I have been one of them too. Damn it, I got to hit my 10,000 steps. I got to hit my 10,000 steps. So now I cannot be so hard on myself and just shoot for the 7,000, which is still, which I think that you should still shoot for like 10,000. You should still shoot for the 10,000, but do not be sitting around here depressed and sad and shit because you ain't hitting your 10,000. You still have significant health gains just by making some steps. Move right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you. Damn it, I should have been a doctor. I just try to tell you something. I'm trying to help you good people out here in these streets. Come on in, y'all. We is screaming everywhere. We screaming everywhere. Thank y'all for joining our play. I say New Jersey's in the building. Say the 732 Pimpin' What's happening. Say you got your notification at 12:12. Jesus, that is so sad. Yes, y'all. We is live everywhere, and thank y'all for being everywhere. No matter where you at, go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button. I really do appreciate that right there. Let me also open this thing up over here, because I ain't got it up on this screen right here. Grab that. Grab that. Thank y'all. What we got? The 94. We got the 94. Let me go on over here. Now, where's my... Okay, bam, we over here too. We got 265 followers over here on the purple. We're trying to get up to 270 before the month out. Can't do it without you good people, but I sure enough appreciate y'all for being around here. This old slow moving Monday. I saw a few things. And ladies, I am really, I'm always here to help out. Always here to help out you sisters. Always. Believe all women. I'm with that too. You know. But we got a situation, something that I often talk about. I talk about you players. I try to tell you players that we get hurt behind Monkey. We go to the hospital behind Monkey. We get beat up. We get shanked behind Monkey. We get shot. We get dead behind Monkey out here in these streets. The one thing that we have to also understand that women don't be believing men. Women don't be believing men, and I do think that women need to start believing all men. You women, you ladies need to start believing all men. Let me explain why. Because I got a story. Right here to where a player tried to tell a woman a fact. He tried to tell a woman a fact, but because y'all don't be believing men, somebody got hurt. I'm gonna put that up on the screen for you real quick. We have a player done said, somebody said, come get some. A man who told his girlfriend, you better not be there, fixing her car, arrived at her home and shot him dead. This dude right here told Hilla Lala, your ex bet not be at your house or bet not be around there fixing on your car. Remember, I had done said, listen, players, we got to be out here getting what is the thing called? Trades. You need to get your trade. One thing about us as human beings, we will need this thing called transportation. It's good to, okay, if you did not go to school for auto mechanics, at least know something about vehicles, like how to change oil, the brakes and stuff like that. You can watch a video and do all this. How to change a tire, you know what I'm saying? Just the basic stuff. And if you can't do the basics, if you cannot do it, at least have the funds to go ahead on and get it done. But when your little Lala have her ex around now doing something, that baby do not respect you, player. I just want to let y'all know this right here. I was checking this right here out, and I was like, oh, Jesus, why? A 35-year-old man in New Mexico has been arrested for allegedly killing his girlfriend's ex-husband, fatally shooting a 45-year-old man who was at the girlfriend's home to work on her car. Eduardo, I think that's how you pronounce it. Eduardo Castaneda Jr. was taken into custody last week and charged with 1 count of first-degree murder, 1 count of aggravated battery, and 3 counts of child abuse. 3 counts of child abuse? How did the child get involved? In the slaying of Antonio Gomez, according to the news release from the news release form. The New Mexico State Police, the agency investigation bureau, was called on to investigate a homicide that took place at the residence of the 2000 blogger Esperanza Road and Ranchos de Toros. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but then I sound a little Hispanic. Say initially the deputies with the Tojos, the Tojos County Sheriff's Office, at about 2:20 p.m., like in the afternoon, responded to the Espinosa Road address in a response to a shots fired call. Upon arriving to the address, the first responders immediately observed an adult male, later identified as Gomez, laying on the ground, unresponsive outside the residence with at least one apparent gunshot wound. I got a question for y'all. He told his little Lala he better not be around there. Players, I'm trying to point out how behind that monkey we be getting hurt. I guarantee y'all his little Lala did not tell her ex-husband, well, my new boyfriend said that you shouldn't be around here fixing on my car. And he's mad and he's on the phone and he's saying that you shouldn't be around here because he's about to come around here. I guarantee y'all she didn't tell him that. Excuse me. Shout out to T. Lee for being a member for 30 months. He said he should have bought her a car that didn't need fixing. There you go. He should have did something different, huh? The police began performing life-saving procedures on Gomez until the medics with emergency medical service arrived and transported him to a local hospital. Unfortunately, Gomez succumbed to his wounds and was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the facility. An adult female victim who also appeared to have sustained a non-life-threatening gunshot. Oh, he shot her too. Shot her in the arm. Was found at the scene as well, and she was transported to the local hospital for treatment. Investigators say that they discovered that the violence stems from a domestic love situation involving the female's victim's current and former partner. Agents later learned that the female identified as Gomez's ex-wife picked Gomez up and bought him. Oh, Jesus, I didn't read this. And bought him to where her residence so he could assist with mechanical issues she was experiencing with her vehicle, the release states. So you mean to tell me that she had automotive problems, so she went on and picked up her ex-husband to come and to bring him back to her house to fix the car? Got to be more careful. The female's new boyfriend, the suspect Eduardo Castaneda, was at work when he attempted to contact the female. So y'all do understand that he was at the job. Imagine you call your little Lala. You like my car, bro? And I got such and such to fix my car. But you at work. Y'all know what be happening when your little Lala be at the crib. They be cheating and stuff like that. They be getting that monkey up when you be working so hard to take care of you and your family. You know what I'm saying? Not all. But it happens to the best of us. After not hearing back, whoa. He was at work when he attempted to contact the female. After not hearing back from the female, boy, that got to be the worst. He went to the residence. When he arrived, an altercation ensued between Gomez and him. At some point during the altercation, him brandished a firearm and began firing at Gomez, striking Gomez and the female at least once. Now, why would he have struck Gomez and the females? And the female? Did she try to save the ex-husband? Is that what she tried to do? Did she try, no, don't shoot him. I need my car fixed. Is like that right there? No. The children of Gomez and the female victim were present at the home at the time of the shootings. The court documents obtained by the Albuquerque Journal provided additional information about the allegations. After he was detained, he reportedly claimed that Gomez was the aggressor, attacking him first. How many of y'all believe that the ex-husband attacked the new boyfriend? I can believe it. He claimed that he shot Gomez in self-defense, only hitting his girlfriend by accident because he was trying to protect her and the children. The female victim said that when he found out his girlfriend had asked Gomez to help, he was not happy, telling her he better not be there. But how was he able to tell her not to be there when he tried to contact her and he didn't get no answer? But anyway, she said that just prior to the shooting, Gomez and him yelled, "Come get some. Come get some." I done fired at least a dozen times. Got to be more careful. Listen. Hopefully this is a learning lesson to a whole bunch of you players. Stop telling people with the gun to come get some. Stop telling people with guns to come get some. You say your YouTube notification is not working properly. Say you're 24 minutes late. Don't worry about it. We just really getting started. You know what I'm saying? As y'all come on in, y'all keep hitting that thumbs up button so we can bust 100 wide open and let people know that we're around here. The police said that following the shooting, he fled the scene. I don't know why would you run in self-defense and you at your house? An extensive manhunt. Oh, so he ran from the police, like he ran from us, and he was hiding. Oh man, the manhunt ensued, and authorities at about 10:30 p.m. that evening was able to locate him. Got that right there. He was taken into custody without further incident. He is currently being held without bond, and he's scheduled to appear in the court July the 31st, 2025. That's what's up. So listen, Hilalala got him with a murder charge. That monkey, because of her decision making. Shout out to D Nicer for the $2 super chat. Say for missing out on Saturday. I appreciate that right there. Then listen. He because of that monkey. Now I know what y'all saying. Willie, it didn't have to go that way. He didn't have to do such and such. Got it. What initiated him getting the felony was that monkey. Mind y'all, she went and picked up her ex. I don't think that's good decision making. I don't give a damn if I can't fix no goddamn car. You better not be calling your ex around here and like we ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? But like if me and your ex cool and I don't feel no type of way with y'all being around each other, then all right, cool. It ain't cool. Let me start lying. Listen. I wish you would go pick your ex up. Which I wish you would. I wish you would even vocalize that you thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Then we got a whole problem out here in these streets. But just think about it. He shot the ex. Then he shot his little Lala by mistake. He ain't mean it. You know what I'm saying? And now he in prison. Now your little Lala can bang whoever she wanna bang. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back because y'all done made it to 100 by 31 after the hour. I shouldn't even much had done announced that right there, but I do appreciate getting over 100. That's what I'm talking about. So players, I'm just trying to teach. I'm just trying to lend a helping hand out here in these streets, moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Talk about domestic love. I'm gonna keep y'all with domestic love. And ladies, we found out last week that 3 women a day is dying due to domestic love situations. Well, we have a domestic situation, but it's kind of, listen, this shit done got so bad out here in these streets, y'all. It done got so bad out here in these streets. When you got somebody else that's willing to remove somebody else off earth because of the decision that they had done made, and somebody felt like that their decision was not a good decision. Shit done change out here in these streets. I'm trying to tell you something. I got one for you. A man has been charged with killing his daughter-in-law over a divorce. You heard me right. A man charged with killing daughter-in-law over a divorce. Listen to the story.
Shocking new details emerging tonight after a woman is killed outside a Schaumburg hotel over the weekend.
Police have now charged a relative with her murder. Casey Konis is live in studio with what we are learning tonight. Casey.
What we learning,
That's
baby.
right, Don and Scott. Investigators say that man killed his daughter-in-law because she filed for divorce, and they've revealed he did it as a wedding they were attending was wrapping up, turning a joyous occasion into tragedy.
52, Battalion 5, Engine 52, Truck 52, you're responding to the transpired with injuries at 50 North Martingale Road, the Marriott Hotel.
A tragic turn in the murder of a 45-year-old woman outside a suburban hotel is coming to light.
You're going to be in the parking lot. We do have a doctor on scene saying that they believe the female victim is 000.
On Friday night, Schaumburg police say the victim was leaving a wedding at the Marriott on Martingale Road when, according to officials, her father-in-law shot her in the head.
They'll be in the parking lot for a female who was shot in the eye, is not conscious, and has agonal breathing.
Officials have identified the victim as Christine Moyer from Galena, Ohio. It's a small town outside of Columbus with just over 1,000 residents.
Do you have PD on scene yet? Affirmative, and they have the subject detained.
Schaumburg police arrested this man, 76-year-old Roland Schmidt of Stillman Valley, Illinois, which is about 14 miles south of Rockford. Moyer was rushed to Lutheran General where she died. Now, her father-in-law has been charged with first-degree murder for her death. Police say he was also a guest at the wedding and followed her outside around 10:15 that night, pulling the trigger near the hotel's entrance. According to police, he was allegedly upset that Moyer was filing for divorce, planning to leave his son.
Got to be more careful, bitch. When your old boy stand up for you. When your old boy done jumped on out here in the paint. Look here.
As you heard on that police scanner audio, Schmidt was arrested at the scene. We now know it was a witness that held him to the ground until police arrived. Schmidt is due court tomorrow for a
See, when I first had done heard the story for how they had done said that the man was charged with killing his daughter his daughter-in-law over a divorce, I'm like, so you mean to tell me that the man, which would have to be his son's father, a son father, I'm thinking that a son father is married to the daughter-in-law. You know what I'm saying? Like, before I even listen to the story, he done shot that bitch in the eye for filing for divorce. He shot her in the head, which ended up being in her eye because the eye is in the head. Wow. This is the first. This is the first time I ever heard something so powerful. This is a powerful story. This is a powerful, passionate story. I don't even know how to dress it up, but yeah, look at it. And listen, this is a small town. They was both invited to this wedding, so you know that the town's small as hell. You know what I'm saying? And the sad thing is that he did it at this wedding. I think that you should have waited until you got to the crib. You know what I'm saying? But then again, he probably know a little something about little mama. You know, hurt my son, and hurt my baby boy hard.
According to officials, her father-in-law shot her in the head.
He'll be in the parking lot for a female who shot me
for playing. You just can't leave like that. What are you talking about? He loves you. I know he may drink and chew snuff a little bit, but overall, he loves you and the kids.
Not conscious and having no breathing.
Officials have identified the victim as Christine Moyer from Galena, Ohio. It's a small town outside of Columbus with just over 1,000 residents.
Over 1,000 residents. I be wanting to be from one of like these little small towns or something, but with 1,000 people there, everybody hunching everybody. I like it. Go ahead.
Affirmative, and they have the subject detained.
Schaumburg police arrested this man, 76-year-old
76. He bought out of here anyway. Listen. Now he get to go to jail. 3 hots in the cot. Good medical. You know what I'm saying? He probably has some medical conditions, but they got good medical. Hell, maybe he was trying to find a way to go to jail. I don't know, but this was. A lot of people say that this wasn't a good way, but in his mind, probably is a good way. But I wonder what his son think, though. I know that his son is hurt because a father would not do this right here if the son isn't hurt and talking like, Dad, I can't believe that she did this right here. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, what if his son had took his own life already? What if the son took his own life? What if his son got on that dope real bad? There's a lot of reasons why something like this would have actually happened. Let's see what these people had done said in the comment section real quick. Slide it up on the screen, put that there on up. She probably made threats about taking his son, her soon-to-be ex-husband, for everything that he has, like most women will do to men to ruin them, or not just saying, yeah. That's a good point. He is not her family. Crazy, his obsession with his daughter-in-law. That's not a what? Crazy, his obsession with his daughter-in-law. That's not being obsessed with his daughter-in-law if he knocked his daughter-in-law off for divorcing his son. That's not a obsession. What are they talking about? Absolutely ridiculous. But in this life, death comes at you from all kind of ways, unfortunately. Facts. She said, shaking my head, unbelievable, heartbreaking, the deepest condolences to the family. Dude, wasn't none of y'all business. Wasn't none of your business. They playing games. That sound like it to me. That sound like somebody say right there, playing games out here with his son. You know, damn it, you don't play with his son. He play with your mammy. You don't play with, and hell, it's probably his only son too. Jesus, die by his boys now. He damn it, had die by his son. Whatever y'all thinking, whatever you're thinking. We got some more layoffs. And as y'all come on in, y'all go ahead and hit the thumbs up button for the slow moving Monday. Y'all, it's 40 after the hour. I appreciate everything that y'all doing for a player right now, but I need some more support. Listen, we got the thumbs ups is free, the share button is free. We got Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat. Hell, we got to GoFundMe. As a matter of fact, I got to pull my GoFundMe up and put the link on the screen, put the link everywhere in case y'all would like to help a player out. Yeah, let me grab that, push that, hold that, copy that, put that over here. I need to stop. Oh, that's not right. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Oh, I'm on the wrong doggone. Hold on. Let me change channels over here. Let me change channel. Let me put myself up over here like that. Oh, all right. All right. Let me now. Can I paste it? Put that there in there. Now, there I go. Bam. Let me pin that message right there. Say Willie confused again. No. I just got so many channels and stuff like that I thought that I was on the right channel, which over here supposed to be on the right channel. I'm trying to keep everything in order. Say, Willie, did you hear about the Delta pilot that was arrested in the cockpit after landing? Yes, and I deleted the video because I watched the video and I was like, they really ain't really telling me a little nothing. Okay, he had a little child porn, something like that right there. Child corn. My bad. Shout out to Miss Buck Good for the $2 cash out. You say here's $2 for our panhandling passer. Appreciate that right there. For real though. I had done saw it. I think I deleted it, but I go back and find it and run it back if y'all would like to see that right there. He said Willie got money coming from all different directions. Yeah, but they offline. I need to give me some more money online since I be online at least 4 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? I need the support around here in these streets. Listen. I keep trying to tell y'all. I keep trying to tell you good people, do not put all your eggs in one basket. That means you need to be getting money from some everywhere. You need to be trying your best to get money from some everywhere. We got a situation, Detroit Axles to lay off 100+ workers.
Tariffs are being blamed for another business closure here in Metro Detroit.
This time it's Detroit Axle. They announced.
And I just bought some stuff from Detroit Axle about a month ago, dog. I got them steering knuckles. I got steering knuckles from them.
They're shutting down their Ferndale warehouse and will lay off more than 100 workers. The company's CEO says the closure is, quote, due to unforeseen circumstances, specifically the sudden imposition of government tariffs. Noel Friel spoke with an auto industry expert tonight to get a better idea of how these tariffs are impacting not just the big three, but local businesses as well.
Detroit Axle announced it would be permanently laying off more than 100 employees here at its warehouse in Ferndale by August 25th, citing the cost of tariffs and supply chain disruptions. In a notice to the state, the company's CEO cites the sharp increase in the cost of goods as the reason for the closure, writing, quote, these changes have had a direct and unanticipated impact on our warehouse operations, making it financially unsustainable to continue operating this facility. The closure is impacting 102 workers in a variety of roles. It comes after President Trump announced a 25% tariff on imported auto parts and finished vehicles, with some exceptions.
What companies do, whether they absorb it, they pass it along to their customer, or if they take that financial hit, smaller companies can't absorb that. So we do have concern about the fragility of the supply base in these smaller companies.
Glenn Stevens Jr., the executive director of Mich Auto at the Detroit Regional Chamber, says automakers and suppliers across Michigan are feeling the strain of the new tariffs, especially smaller, family-owned companies that make up the majority of the industry in the state.
Many family-owned, many second, third generation businesses, they don't have as strong a balance sheet. They're not as highly capitalized as other companies, so they're going to feel it.
Stevens says the industry could continue to see these kinds of layoffs, with local suppliers that rely on imported parts from countries like China feeling some of the biggest impacts.
We have a lot of negotiations with a lot of countries left to go. This is going to be a long process and a lot of strain on our industry and our communities and employees and people in Michigan.
In that filing, the company stated that all employees had been given notice of the layoffs. And Ty, Kimberly, we did reach out to Detroit Axle tonight for a comment and have not heard back. Reporting live, Noel Friel, local.
Got to be more careful. Listen, eggs in one basket. Eggs in one basket. You never know when these companies is gonna go belly up for whatever reason that they be going out of business or closing down. You got to have a plan. You have to have a plan. You can't listen. Without a plan, you plan to fail. Without a plan, you plan to fail. Now, I know a lot of you young people be listening to a player, and I'm here to tell you, don't fall short like people in their 30s and their 40s and 50s and 60s. Don't fall short. Don't act like I ain't know that right there. Willie told you. Willie done told you. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I know you love your little job. You love your little job, and you're gonna stay here forever. Don't think that. Don't ever think like that right now. Don't think that things last forever. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Hell, you die. You don't last forever. So stop thinking that your little job and shit can last forever, because things can happen and it can completely disrupt everything. And that'll be your life. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. We got a situation with a young boy. We got a situation with a young fella who has left Earth. With a young fella who is gone because of the decisions of a state worker. Decisions of a state worker. Now, a lot of times, just think about this right here. A lot of you good people be involved with DCF because maybe somebody had done called DCF on you or something like that, hating, and got them people coming around here checking on you and your baby, trying to be all in your business. And then a lot of times DCF do need to be in y'all business because y'all be raising your children to the best of your ability. That don't be a good thing. But we have a situation to where a Alabama state worker because the child was in state custody when the child passed away. An Alabama toddler dies in a hot car. A 3-year-old. This is a 3-year-old. Y'all listen to the story. Sad story. Here we go.
This morning, we're learning more about a case involving a 3-year-old boy who died Tuesday after he was left in a hot car for hours. Now, this toddler was in the care of a contract employee with Alabama's Department of Human Resources, the state's Child Protective Services agency. CNN's Rafael Romo has more.
The state's Child Protective. Oh, that's a sad thing. The state Child Protective Services. Your baby died in the state Child Protective Services hands.
Rafael?
What is a mean lawsuit?
Victor, the day the 3-year-old boy identified as Katorius Starks was allegedly left strapped inside the car was humid with temperatures ranging from 93 to 96 degrees during the 5 hours in the afternoon. He was left alone.
Why is this 3-year-old boy named Katoria? Did they say Katoria?
Strapped inside the car was humid. Victor, the day the 3-year-old boy identified as Katorius Starks was
Katoria. This is a boy.
Allegedly left strapped inside the car was humid with temperatures ranging from 93 to 96 degrees during the 5 hours in the afternoon. He was left alone. According to our own CNN meteorologists, those temperatures felt like 101 to 105 degrees with heat index values, not only considering the car the boy was in direct sunlight, as the family's attorney claims. According to officials and the family's attorney, a worker employed with a company contracted by the Alabama Department of Human Resources picked up the boy, who went by KJ, from daycare at 9 in the morning on Tuesday for a supervised visit with his father. The visit, they say, ended around 11:30 a.m. But instead of returning the boy to the daycare, the family's attorney says the contract worker made several personal errands with KJ buckled in a car seat in the back of her car. The attorney
in the back of her car. So a woman working for DCF, or the State Protective Services, it's just like a mother. It's just like a mother. Go ahead.
The worker finally returned home by 12:30 p.m., parking her car and leaving the 3-year-old boy strapped inside the vehicle with all windows up and the car engine off. It was not until 5 hours later, Victor, around 5:30 in the afternoon, when the worker received a call from the daycare asking why the boy had not been returned, that she apparently realized what had happened. This, according to a timeline the attorney provided. 911 was called and KJ was pronounced dead at 6:03 p.m. This is how the boy's father told CNN affiliate WBTM he will remember his son.
Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. He say, "Mammy finna splurge on lace fronts and crab balls."
Small, brilliant, bright little child. I'm talking about. When I say yeah, respectful. I'm talking about knew how to count, knew his colors. 3 years old. Knew all the animals. I'm talking about. He was very intelligent.
Yes, he was, bro. Real nice and all that.
Like, he was just joyful.
I had an opportunity to speak with Courtney French, the family's attorney.
Is it me? Is it me, or do I see a problem? I don't understand. I gotta back that up. Did he say yeah? Why would he do that?
Told CNN affiliate WV.
Oh, and Dad ain't got no tears. But go ahead.
PM, he will remember his son.
Smart, brilliant, bright little child. I'm talking about. When I say yeah, respectful. I'm talking about.
Oh, so that's how his name's supposed to be pronounced. Katorius. Katorius. In the beginning, they said it as if it was a female name, or a girl name.
Yeah, respectful. I'm talking about knew how to count, knew his color. 3 years old. Knew all the animals. I'm talking about he was very intelligent.
Yes, he was, bro. He was real nice and all that.
Like, he was just joyful.
I had an opportunity to speak with Courtney French, the family's attorney. He told me he spoke with the family about what they're going through right now, and they're understandably having a hard time coping with the loss of their child.
It's just hard to comprehend that you would leave a baby in a hot car and just have no recollection whatsoever that the baby's a 3-year-old child is trapped in your car. He died a brutal death.
CNN also obtained a statement from the Alabama Department of Human Resources. A child in DHR custody, the statement reads, was being transported by a contract provider when the incident occurred. Due to confidentiality, DHR cannot comment further regarding the identity of the child or the exact circumstances. According to Kids and Car Safety, an organization dedicated to raising awareness about the dangers of hot cars for children and pets, this is the first hot car death to occur in Alabama this year and the 16th nationwide. Victor, now back to you.
What y'all think? What's on y'all mind? That's a situation. It's just a situation. It's a problem. Back this up to the little timeline. So for the father to have supervised visits, and like y'all have heard me say plenty of times, ain't no way in the hell you gonna supervise my visit. If you as a court judge or whatever say, well, Willie, we're gonna give you supervised visits of your children, I'm gonna tell you might as well keep children. We're not doing that right now. I don't need to be supervised with my children at all. I don't. That's some shit that y'all came up with. That make y'all feel better. Just let me just go out on and pay a little child support and I'll be through with it. But I'm not finna be supervised. We're not doing that. But a boy was picked up from a daycare. So you mean to tell me that they do supervised visits during the day while a child is at daycare? I thought if the child is at daycare, the child is at daycare. Shouldn't the visits be like after daycare, like on the weekends or something like that right now? We is doing visits in the daytime. Well, I guess that is not bad to do supervised visits like in the daytime or visits in the daytime, but you know. Oh, yeah. It has to be in the daytime because it has to be supervised. So that makes sense. And it has to be from Monday through Friday. That makes a lot of sense. Supervised visits. The worker had returned home with the boy at 12:30. So she took the boy on the supervised visit. She picked the boy up at 9 o'clock in the morning. The supervised visit was, if she picked the boy up at 9 o'clock in the morning, the supervised visit ends at 11:30. That's a 2-hour and 30-minute visit. Hell, you can't really say a 2-hour and 30-minute visit because the child picked up at 9 o'clock. Let's say, she probably took her 10, 15, 20 to 30 minutes to get to the father. So, probably like a 2-hour and some, visit. I can visit my child. I got to visit with my child for 2 hours. And I got to sit right here. Like I can't run to the store with shout. I can't slide up over broad houses, nothing like that. We can't go to the mall or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? We just can't walk around and be playing, I can't go from this house to that house to this house. I got to be right here so you can watch me. Never. Shout out to Mean Bean for the $5 cash app. Say, what's up, Willie? What's your email? My email is What is my email? The WW Show, the number 2. The WW Show number 2 at gmail.com. I'm going to say that again. That's the WW Show, the number 2 at gmail.com. Appreciate that right there. I really, really do. So it was a 2-hour visit. The worker returned home at 12:30. So she made a few stops. And I do believe that in like the second story, they're going to tell us where she had them made the stops at. And how the hell do you forget a 3-year-old inside the car? Now, is this a 3-year-old that don't be talking, crying, asking questions, or none of that fly shit? Was the boy just a little quiet? And typically, do 3-year-olds just be quiet? I don't like a whole ride. Like, I want y'all to think about this real. So she made some stops. The 3-year-old is quiet. She get out the car, she get back in the car, and the 3-year-old don't say nothing. She do that multiple times, and the 3-year-old don't say nothing. You know, as a reminder of, hey, I'm in the back of the car. The 3-year-old don't, nothing. She made it to the crib at 12:30. Got out and went in the house and didn't even, This is crazy. This is a crazy ass story, y'all. I'm going to go to the next video. Trying to make a point. Trying to make a little point. Let's find out where she had done stopped at. I am just confused that the 3-year-old didn't say nothing.
We are learning more.
I know, Willie, you blaming the victim. Well, it's a 3-year-old. 3-year-olds kind of don't like to be left alone like that.
We are learning more about the tragic death of a toddler in a hot car on Tuesday. The attorney representing the family of the 3-year-old who died after being left in that hot car, which was driven by a DHR contractor, released chilling details about what they say led to the toddler's death.
Now, it's not me. It's their video, and the sound is off.
Police say Katorius Starks Jr. died after spending hours in that hot car yesterday. CBS 42's Scott Minshaw brings us the latest.
The DHR has confirmed that 3-year-old Katorius Starks was in DHR custody at the time of his death. According to the Starks family attorney, the child spent hours in a car that likely exceeded 150 degrees.
Woo! 150?
Shocking details from attorney Courtney French about what he says led to the
Katorius. Got it.
Death of 3-year-old Katorius Starks. In a press release, French alleges on what was supposed to be a short drive to a daycare facility, a DHR contracted driver made stops for food, shopped at a tobacco store, and stopped at home.
When they got some food with a 3-year-old, so you gave the 3-year-old no food, stopped at the tobacco shop. And I want y'all to understand, kept getting out of the vehicle, getting back in the vehicle. The 3-year-old ain't said nothing. Well, the 3-year-old sleep. And then went to the crib. Got it.
Leaving the 3-year-old in a car he says likely exceeded 150 degrees for hours. According to the Jefferson County coroner, Katorius Starks Jr. was pronounced dead just after 6 p.m. Tuesday night in the driveway of an East Birmingham home.
Do y'all understand that the child cooked slow? The child cooked slow. An agonizing death.
Wednesday morning, Stark's father was outside the coroner's office. He spoke about his son.
Sometime I knew how to count, knew his colors. 3 years old. Yeah. Knew all the animals. I'm telling man, he was very intelligent.
Yes, he was, bro. He was real nice and all that.
Like, he was just joyful.
Yeah, man.
For Stark's father and extended family, questions still remain. They want to know how their son, in DHR custody, was left in a hot car for hours.
No, he's supposed to be went back to daycare in between that time.
And
so when he leave me, he really supposed to go right back to daycare. Then he'll be, you know what I'm saying? He'll be okay.
This is a developing story. CBS 42 will keep you updated with the latest information on air and online.
I want to go back. I'm going to have to take y'all back. Because I remember something that I was supposed to say it about what they had done said when they had done said what they had done said. And it was right after he spoke to the father right here.
WBTM, he will remember his son.
Small, brilliant, bright little child. I'm talking about.
Let me ask y'all a question. Is a 3-year-old supposed to know how to count and write and do stuff like that right now? Like count, know your animals and stuff like that? Because I thought that that's what they're supposed to know. Like, in my mind, like, there's regular stuff. Like, they supposed to know that, like, damn that 2, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's when you've been around children too much. But I would think that that's regular, right?
When I say yeah, respectful. I'm talking I knew how to count, knew his colors. 3 years old.
He knew his colors. I think that that's regular. That's at 2. Like 1.5, 2. When do children start talking? I don't forgot. When do babies start talking? Or when do toddlers start talking? Ain't it like damn near like a 1.5 or 2 or something like that right now? Or is it like at 1? Or is it like, damn it, shout out to all the people who children was talking at 6 months. You say your daughter was talking at 9 months. You see what I'm saying? You say that your nephew was 1 and he say words. Yeah. I have a 3-year-old grandson and he knows all that. You know, like that's regular stuff in my mind. You say he proud his son learned before kindergarten. Y'all is so bad. so bad. But you may be correct because he said that he was intelligent. I'm not taking that away from him, but I am like, I've always known these things to be regular stuff, like you're supposed to know that, you know.
3 years old.
Or maybe the father is speaking from a vantage point of most of the 3-year-olds in their community don't know their colors. Don't know how to count. Not respectable. Maybe he's speaking from that angle. But in my mind, the things that he said that the 3-year-old doing, I thought that all along was doing that right now. He said a lot of children are speech delayed nowadays. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Knew all the animals. I'm talking about. He was very intelligent.
Yes, he was, bro. He was real nice and all that.
Like, he was just joyful.
I still don't be understanding why we don't be having tears in our eyes. This is a 3-year-old. Just shouting. It's your junior because he is a senior. That's your little junior right there, boy. Huh? You ain't cutting up? Huh? You ready to test some shit out? Punching holes and punching windows out of cars and shit like that? Nothing? You just, no. All right, go ahead.
I had an opportunity to speak with Courtney French, the family's attorney. He told me he spoke.
Oh. See, I thought I hadn't heard something, so that's why I came back to this right here, because I thought that he said I had the opportunity to speak to the young boy's family. I thought that that's what he said, but he said the family's attorney. My bad, because I finna say, hold on. First, you're going to say, we spoke to the father, and then you're going to say when it's not the father that you spoke to the family. I thought that I had something, but I ain't had none. My bad. I ain't had none. They finna get paid. Whoever... But the crazy part is they finna get paid, but they finna fight about that money. Oh, they finna fight about that money because whoever had more of a custody, which is typically the mother, would have had most of the custody. I can almost guarantee that the mother didn't have no supervised visits. You know. So when the check only gonna go to the one who had the majority of custody, the primary caregiver, which would have been the mother. The daddy gonna be like, little bit, listen, I know that we ain't together, I know that we ain't together, but hell, that was mine too. If it wasn't for my seed, your ass wouldn't get this check neither now. Come on now, to break even. Bitch, let break even, bitch. I've been buying Jordans and shit like that right now. I've been buying milk. You know what I'm saying? Putting gas in your car when the dude that you banging ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I look out for you every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I need a few dollars now. Bitch, I need a few dollars. Because that was my boy. That was my boy. Hold on. Man, y'all make it then. It was accident. Hold on. Let's do the first time. Oh, all right. They done deemed it accidental.
And breaking just into the newsroom, state lawmakers are now speaking out about the tragic death of 3-year-old Katorius Starks Jr. Senator Marika Coleman released a statement saying, in part, as a mother and as the senator for the district where this tragedy happened, I'm devastated. She goes on.
So you mean to tell me that if you wasn't a mother, you wouldn't be devastated? I don't like statements like this. Well, as a mother, I am torn. like, oh my God, I'm down. I feel so down because you as a mother. So anybody who's not a mother, like they can't feel like you or something like that right now? I don't know. You say, did the baby have insurance? You know that we're going to find that. Don't worry about it.
On to say we need answers, and we may need to examine state law to make sure this never happens again.
We need to examine state law to make sure it doesn't happen again. This is why it'd be so difficult for me to listen to women, because y'all be saying some stuff sometimes, not all, but it'd be so difficult for me to listen to you lady. Hey, it'd be difficult for me to listen to politicians. A lot of times, this person say,
examine state law to make sure this never happens again. We need answers, and we may need to examine state law to make sure this never happens again.
What state law do we need to examine to make sure that it don't happen again? What state law would correct somebody stopping to get something to eat because they're hungry and stopping at a tobacco shop because they need their essential products? What law that's in place now? Hell, because the law that's in place now didn't help the situation. So what law that needs to be changed? What is law needs to be changed? And then what law do you think that y'all can implement that can actually prevent this from happening? Just think about this right here. You mean a law is going to prevent somebody who is hungry from stopping to go get something to eat? Especially if it's on their way. Come on now. Oh. Like there's no law. Like I don't like when people talk like that. Like they just be when they talk like this, they don't give a damn. See, because I don't believe that this politician, this District 19 lady, the senator, Miss Coleman, I don't believe that she don't care. I am not saying that she don't care, but I'm saying like she don't. This was just something for her to say. This was just something for her to say. I don't believe that she's not educated. I don't believe that, I don't believe that she don't have a brain. I believe that they don't give a damn when they write like this. She know good as hell what, because listen, she's not stupid. We need answers, and we may need to examine state law to make sure this never happens again. A lack of state law is not why this happened. This is human error. Had nothing to do with law.
State Representative Ontario Tillman says his initial reaction is one of shock and confusion, and questioned how and why did this happen. He says he is more concerned about the family of this young child dealing with this tragedy at this time, and will seek more information.
I don't like that one either. I don't like that one either. Or am I just trying to find the problem in everything that I hear? Is Willie just trying to find the problem in everything that I hear? Sometimes I do be thinking that that's the case, but I be like, but no, it was that. My initial reaction is one of shock and confusion. Don't know why we be confused when we heard what happened. See, I'm not confused when they said, like, if we didn't have the information that we have, I would say, well, hell, I'm not confused. I just don't have enough information. But if we want to use the the word confusion, all right, cool. You can throw that in there if you want to. But I'm not confused when they just had told us that, all right, it was 9 o'clock and the thing ended at 11:30 and got back to the crib at 12:30. But between 11:30 and 12:30, he stopped to get some food, stopped at the tobacco shop, and then made it at the crib at 12:30. What's the confusion? What is we talking about? And I don't believe that this person is not educated. I don't believe that this person is stupid. We just be talking. Say, I am more concerned about the family of this young child dealing with this tragedy at this time. Why would you say I'm more concerned, as if there's anything else that you is commenting on and or paying attention to? If you saw the story, I don't know how this stuff just be popping in my head, doing me like this right here. You hear about the story. Oh my God, a child was left in a hot car and he burnt up 150 degrees and all that fly stuff. And she stopped to get some food and she left the child in the car and yada, yada, yada. If this where your focus at and you is a House District 53 representative and you have to write a statement, why would you write, I am more concerned about the family of this young child? Oh, dealing with this tragedy at this time. What do you mean? I don't. Why should you have to write that? Or why did you decide to write that? I'm more concerned. Who asked you what else is you concerned about? You say, I extend my heartfelt condolences to your family. Say, I will seek more information about the facts. You say, Willie, he was sober? No. It don't be making sense when people be saying stuff. I am more concerned. Who said that you was not concerned and or less concerned about anything? I don't get it.
ABC 3340's Olivia Goche is asking some serious questions this evening after that 3-year-old was left in a hot car for more than 5 hours by a DHR contracted social worker. Olivia?
Muriel, attorneys for the family of Katorius Starks Jr. say the temperature inside that car where KJ was trapped likely exceeded 150 degrees. They're calling this a preventable tragedy and have opened an investigation.
This is one of those things that nobody thinks is going to happen to them until it does. And, it's just the most devastating thing in the entire world.
3-year-old Katorius Starks Jr., also known as KJ, was in temporary foster care under DHR and was being transported on July 22nd by a Covenant Services Incorporated social worker. Covenant Services was contracted through the Department of Human Resources. Thursday, I reached out to the company.
Hi, good morning. My name is Olivia Goche with ABC 3340 News.
We're not getting any comments at this time, so no one is available to speak with you. I do apologize.
We know that employee has since been terminated, but questions remain. For example, what vetting, training, and supervision protocols does Covenant Services have in place for workers transporting children in DHR custody?
Do you know what's crazy? What vetting, training, and supervision protocols does they have in place for workers to train? The person stopped. Now listen, you can set up some stuff. All right, listen, you go from this point to this point and then back to this point and to this point. Let me clear that up. You go to the daycare, you go from the daycare to that parent's supervised spot. After the supervised visit, you bring the child back to where you picked the child up. That could be in writing, that could be in like your training manual and all that shit. We're dealing with human error. The lady got hungry and then needed to stop at the tobacco shop to re-up. It don't matter the vetting, the train, because listen, they always go to the vetting as far as checking the person's background. And like I've been trying to tell y'all, when they do that right there, it makes no sense to even say that. Well, I guess you got to say that because you have slow people who are going to be like, well, did they do a background check on them? Like a background check is not going to tell you whether a fish should leave a baby in the car. Well, hell, actually it will. Actually it will. But typically, we do background checks. But The vetting and the training has nothing to do with, bitch. I saw a Popeyes. I saw, damn it. Shout out to all you good people who be driving and you see like the Krispy Kreme light up and all that fly shit. You know how y'all be talking about them donuts and stuff. And you just pull on over. You saw a little commercial and Checkers out here popping or something with them good fries and shit like that, and you finna pass Checkers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do all the training that you want to. It won't stop that. It's no difference in your training say go from here to here to here to here to here, but you have to use the restroom. Your training is not going to stop someone from stopping to use the restroom.
And will Covenant Services be conducting an internal review of this incident? And will the findings be made public to ensure transparency and prevent future tragedies? The family's attorney alleges that the worker picked up KJ from daycare at 9 a.m. for a supervised visit with his father, which ended around 11:30 a.m. However, rather than returning KJ to daycare, the attorney says the worker picked up food and stopped at a tobacco store before then returning home, leaving KJ in a parked car for more than 5 hours.
Now, you all have to think about this right here. The worker went in and out of stores twice, and I would think had the windows rolled up and the doors closed. So I would think that it got hot inside the car in between going inside the store, coming on out. Or maybe it didn't get as hot, but damn it, if you done lock the baby up and the baby start to heat up, a baby will get agitated and will start to cry. So by the time she would have gotten back in the car, she would hear the baby crying or something. Baby must have been on NyQuil, something, dog.
It's a situation Kids and Car Safety Director Amber Rollins says can be unbearable for a child.
That heat to come in through the windows, and there's nowhere for it to escape. Once it gets in there, it's trapped and it bounces around in the vehicle, causing that vehicle to heat up very quickly. You combine that with the fact that a child's body temperature rises 3 to 5 times faster than an adult, and you have a recipe for disaster in a very short amount of time.
Notice she said the heat increases very fast. So like I said, from the time that she rolled them windows up, if she had the windows rolled up and closed that door, the car immediately starts to heat up. It immediately starts to heat up. So by the time she make it inside of the store that she was going in, that car hot. You mean to tell me that baby not crying and hollering then?
So a child can begin suffering from heat stroke in an enclosed car in literally minutes.
We're also working to find out what's next. We've reached out to the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office for more information on possible charges and whether Covenant Services or the Department of Human Resources could face any civil or criminal liability in this case.
Any civil, criminal liability? Y'all finna get sued. I don't know what y'all got to think about, but they got their attorney. It's a wrap. You all is at fault.
We've reached out to the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office for more information on possible charges and whether Covenant Services or the Department of Human Resources.
Well, Covenant Services is about to get sued. Now, the Department of Human Resources, I think that they can get sued too because they third-partied in the people. All y'all at fault.
Could face any civil or criminal liability in this case.
I also reached out to the Department of Human Resources today with several questions that you can see now on your screen. Why does DHR contract third parties? And were there any prior complaints or concerns before this incident? Also, how is DHR planning to reevaluate its protocols and partnerships to ensure something like this doesn't happen again? At this time, those questions remain unanswered.
Y'all know what else that we haven't heard? Whether... We heard that the employee was let go, fired, terminated, released. We did not hear that the employee has been charged with a crime. I haven't heard that the employee is charged with a crime. We have not saw the face of the employee. They have no face. They have no face. Not that I am aware of. Let's see if we gotta go fund me. Let's see what they talking about. Hold up, swole up. If y'all just not coming on in, we screaming live everywhere. We everywhere. Need your support. Need your support. Shut up. Nope. Well, maybe they can't. Hold on. Let me just do the first name. No. Wow. Hold on. Let me do the last name. Or let me just do the last name. Nope. Shut the front door. That's what's up. So they must got insurance. I think they got insurance out here in these streets. Got to be more careful. That's what's up. You say she had an air condition on. Yeah, maybe while she was driving. Somebody else had to say that, she blowing that air condition in that state vehicle. In that state vehicle, boy, we blowing dew. You know what I'm saying? You say you would put anybody else in jail. We just watched your mama go to jail for leaving her 2 kids in the car. And the one kid was walking up and down the aisles at the market. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. And we didn't hear anything. They said nothing about this worker getting arrested. And watch this. Typically, if we stop at a tobacco shop, in my mind, it has something to do with THC. It has something to do with some reefers. If we stop at a tobacco shop. Ooh, what state this in? Slow me down. Alabama. Hold on. Is marijuana legal in Alabama? Cannabis in Alabama is illegal for recreational use. All right. So I'm going to still say that when we stop in at smoke shops, it's by some THC. Let me explain. Because although marijuana is illegal, they had this thing called Delta 8s and Delta 9s that's legal, which has THC in it. Mm-hmm. You say you call them smoke shops. Yeah. Uh-huh. You say she was going to get her roll-ups. Yep. Mm-hmm. Because if you just trying to get you some tobacco, like some Black & Milds or some Squares, you'd have just stopped at the gas station. You know what I'm saying? Like you just would have did that right there at old gas station. Hold up. I'm trying to info that. I'm trying to see some. 11:30. Got that right there. I'm scrolling. Yep. And due to the confidentiality, they can't comment on stuff like that right now. You know what be bothering me and what I thought about yesterday though? Because I saw a post yesterday to where they said in Tampa, it reached 100 degrees for the first time ever in history. I was like, damn, they never had 100 degrees because I'm from Dade County. Dade County, that should have been over 100 plenty of times. But they say in Tampa, it was like the first time reaching 100 degrees. I'm like, wow, that's really, really hot. You say Delta 8 and 9, you don't get high? That ain't what I heard. Well, it depends on if you is like a smoker though. Like if you is on weed, then maybe the Delta 8 and 9 is like not enough for you to get high. You know. But I've talked to plenty of people who don't like the smoke smell and they would rather pop the gummies. They be lit. They be lit on them gummies. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I tell you, each his own though. You said that child didn't have a chance. Irresponsible parents and social workers. That's a good one because remember, the child was in DHS custody, and there's only like a few reasons that your child would be in DHS custody. Mm-hmm. I wonder if the child died early from a heat stroke. What if the child died when she first went to get some food, maybe? Or what if the child died when she went to the tobacco spot? Because that type of heat can cause you to have a stroke. And once the child would have had a stroke or something, the child dead. Go ahead on and pull onto the ground. How in the hell do you walk back up to your car? You see this thing called a car seat, and you don't think This ain't my child car seat, but it's a car seat for me transported, so I ain't gonna look in the car seat like I ain't gonna, or maybe she had tents. But I don't think like a county car, a state car would have to. Well, hell, maybe it was in her own personal vehicle. Maybe it was a personal vehicle. You say body temp is 95.6. You say add 15 degrees to that. Goddamn shame. You know what else I was thinking about the other day? Because I kept hearing them say it. Like, it's going to be 95 degrees tomorrow, which is going to feel like 110. Well, bitch, if it's going to feel like 110, why is it not 110? Can anybody tell me this right here? I've been hearing this like all my life. Oh my God, it's 88 degrees outside, but it feels like 100. Then why is it not 100? You say no, she's driving a state vehicle. You say air condition on. The reason I'm saying she's probably not driving a state vehicle is just because she went to the house. Well, hell, she went places that she wasn't supposed to go anyway during the time of pickup and drop off. So, all right. Like, right, you say humidity, but in my mind, if it feels like, let's say 110 degrees, it is 110 degrees. I don't understand why we like why they say that. You say, well, you being too soft on her, laugh out loud. He say, you just don't forget you on the job. Now that's a fact. It's just say, you know what? I'm finna go ahead and stop at the crib. I got me some food. I want y'all to think about it. I got me some food. I went to the tobacco shop, and my mind is about that reefers. And I went to the crib. That tell me that you finna have a good time. That you finna eat and smoke or eat and get high and watch you some Netflix and chill. What if she had already thought that she had dropped the baby off? Even though she left the supervised visit and went to these places. You say ask a meteorologist, and they understand the difference. No. Listen, I understand what they be saying, but it just came to reason for me. If this feels like this, then it's this. Why, if it feels like this, is not this, but it's something else? I do understand that we've been trained this way because I was like, well, yeah, I understand, but do I really understand? Do I really understand, or am I just making some type of argument? If it feels like, I don't know. What else can I compare it to? What else can I compare the feeling to? Say free R. Kelly. Don't worry about that. That's what's up. I just wanted to make that point. Like, why isn't it just that? I don't. Like, all right, bam. I'm in Florida, right? I'm from Dade County. It's hot, like really, really hot. Like, it can't be, let's say 40 degrees, right? It can't be 40 degrees in Florida, but it feels like 70 degrees in Florida. If it's 40 degrees and it feels like 70, it's 70. Or you couldn't say it's 40 degrees, but it feels like 80. Then you're not going to make me believe that it's 40 degrees. If it's supposed to be 40 degrees in Florida, it's in down south, and I walk outside and it feels like 80, then it ain't 40. I hope I'm making my point, y'all. I'm trying my best. I am really, really trying my best, and hopefully I was professional enough to go ahead on it. Yes. But I understand that that's a big difference, but I'm trying to make the point, though. As far as you can't tell me that it's this when we saying it feels like this. I'm just saying. You say 40 by the water. You say the water is warm, so it feel hot. I'm just saying. No. I understand that the gap is big, but I made the gap big to try to make the people who don't understand what I'm saying understand what I'm saying. You can't tell me it's this, but it's feeling like this. Like you can't tell me that it's snowing in Florida and I walk outside and it ain't snowing. Maybe that's too much of a big difference. I'm just saying, like you shouldn't be able to tell me this and I just go. But it goes back to we do believe people with degrees. Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Willie, what the hell is a meteorologist? And how did they come up with that name? A meteorologist. A meteor? A meteorologist. It's hilarious. But anyway, moving right along. We got some domestic love. Playing with a player. Ladies playing with a player. Still get you removed off Earth. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me see if I can. See if I can. Yeah. Grab that. Is it this one? I don't know what you got going on, baby. Let me see. Oh, let me present that. Let me slide that there. Let me see. Got it. Bam. If y'all just not coming on in, we screaming like everywhere I hear in these streets. Bam, New Jersey's in the building, said the 732, pimping what it do. You say the whole town gossip. I think you was referring to something else. I should have clicked back on this here earlier. No matter where y'all at, man, y'all give a player a thumbs up, a share button, damn it, a cash app. Do some, help a player out. I ain't too proud to beg. Y'all know how I get down. Let's get it. We have a player. Grab this right here. They say that a affair leads to a deadly flea market shooting. Down in the great county of Miami-Dade. They going back to my little spot right here in these doggone shit. Y'all pay attention.
Well, this is all new for you tonight. We're learning what led to a fatal shooting at the Village Flea Market in Northwest Miami-Dade. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office says an alleged affair led a man to shoot and kill his wife's lover. According to the man charged with the murder, the romantic relationship had been going on for 6 years. CBS News Miami's Nakaya Carrero is in West Miami-Dade with how this man carried out the crime.
That ain't even your monkey no more. That's y'all's monkey. That is y'all's monkey.
According to Detective, 69-year-old Omar Aguila was told his wife's lover was in the parking lot of the Village Flea Market. That's when he got on a mobility scooter, went outside to the parking lot where the victim was in a car, went up to the car and shot him multiple times. According to Miami-Dade Sheriff deputies, back on July 12th, Aguila was inside the Village Flea Market with his son and wife. His son spotted the victim in the parking lot and told him. According to his arrest form, he got on a mobility scooter, drove up to the victim's car, got off the scooter, and walked up to the car. That's when deputies say Aguila argued with the victim for no more than 5 seconds, fired multiple shots at the victim, killing him. The affair that caused the disagreement started back in 2019, according to deputies. He claims he shot the victim in self-defense.
According to the police report, Mr. Aguila told the police that the alleged victim was reaching down. He thought he was going to be shot.
There's no evidence here to corroborate what the defendant is alleging to happen. In fact, evidence to the contrary indicates that his search did not reveal a firearm.
Through the investigation, detectives discovered the victim was not there to see the woman. He was in fact there to deliver food to a friend who works inside the Village Flea Market. Now, Aguila is being held here at TGK on a second-degree murder charge with no bond. In West Miami-Dade, Nakaya Carrero, CBS News.
God damn, dog, you done knocked off your wife, boyfriend. How could you do that to your wife, pimp? Listen, guess who alerted him? His son. That's the man that mama be cheating on you with, daddy.
Back on July 12th, Aguila was inside.
But it's crazy because they have been having this relationship for years.
At the Village Flea Market with his son and wife.
How you gonna finally knock off your wife's side dude? Ain't your wife's side dude like your boyfriend, your boyfriend-in-law or something like that, right there?
His son spotted the victim in the parking lot and told him. According to his arrest form, he got on a mobility.
He got mad. Daddy, that's the man that mama be hunching when you be trying to take care of us, stuff like that right there. He got mad. He jumped up in the mobility scooter. He just slid up on buddy, slow. You know? You slid up on him, pull that thing out. And handle that business. You know what I'm saying? Self-defense though.
Scooter drove up to the victim's car, got off the scooter, and walked up to the car.
So he just used the mobility thing to get him there. You know, because he didn't want to do all that goddamn walking. Come on now. These little flea markets is like really, really large sometimes, and you don't really want to do all that walking. Yep.
That's when deputies say Aguila argued with the victim for no more than 5 seconds, fired multiple shots at the victim, killing him.
I got a question though. Why would he get into it that day if he's not with his wife? The dude was there to drop off food. They not saying that the wife was there. The wife wasn't there at all. But because the dude is at the flea market that you was at, so now you want to roll up on buddy and, try to check him, stay away from my wife. Y'all, he been hunching her for 6 years. Did they say 6 years or 9 years?
A fatal shooting at the Village Flea Market in Northwest Miami-Dade. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office says an alleged affair led a man to shoot and kill his wife's lover.
Say, damn, these players too old for this mess. Listen, this is the second one who done knocked off somebody for, I would say, playing.
According to the man charged with the murder, the romantic relationship had been going on for 6 years.
6 years. And you ain't knock your little off. You let her hunch this man for 6 years and ain't never did none of your la and never did nothing to the man though. This is a problem. But on the day that you and your the day that him and your la is not together, you get into a little spit spat in 5 seconds and bam, a player. That's not right, Omar. Listen. That's not right, Omar. I do understand domestic love relationships, shit like that, but at this moment, they wasn't even together. You think that he followed you up to the flea market or something? Yeah, they wasn't even together, and you decided to go on and bam, a player, but then say some self-defense type shit. For high. You say he was reaching. He was probably trying to get out the car, so you got to reach for the door handle or something like that right there. But I'm not understanding, player. They was not there at the same time. Y'all, listen. I'm down with the domestic love relationship, but we got to rethink when we trying to remove people off earth. You ain't do shit to your la. That's my problem. You ain't checked the one who you supposed to been checking, and then see your pimp hand ain't strong. Your pimp hand ain't strong. You gonna let up his cheat and stay with you? Listen, cheating ain't the problem. Getting caught cheating is the problem. So she disrespected you for 6 years, but you allowed the disrespect. Just on this day, you get the heart to, I'm going to do something to him. Boy, stop. You should just went on head on and let them keep on hunching and all that fly stuff right there and damn it, and carried on with your life. But think about this right here too. What if your son ain't your son? Your la been cheating on you for 6 years and you was okay with it. In my mind, this is not the first time that you have been okay with a woman cheating on you then. What? Ooh. What if the dude that he had done killed is his son daddy? Move right along. I ain't gonna be much on you. I'm just saying, so we gotta think it through before we go to prison. Gotta think it through before we go to prison. Y'all just gotta stop just going to jail. I don't know. Unless you just want to go to jail, then you go on and do that right there. You say that she was there. But they ain't say nothing. Hold on. Maybe there is another video. Wait. I just saw a few of these. What is the thing called? A few of these comments, real quick. Crashing out in your 60s is wild. Shaking my head. You say a drive-by on an electric scooter is diabolical. You say now the wife is free to date again. Facts. You say now he's too damn old for this. Shaking my head. You say Florida is not disappointing us today. Now that's a fact. Listen, Florida always got something going on. You say your wife cheated on you. I understand the anger, but does that deserve spending the rest of your senior walking with a cane life in jail? You say that chick got a man killed and sent another man to prison. I keep trying to tell y'all. Now, this person sound like that they listen to me. That chick got a man killed and sent another person to prison. Behind that monkey, one man is dead, one is gone to prison. I keep telling y'all this good stuff because I know stuff. Now let me see, was there another video real quick about this as like an update or something like that right there? Because that was a day ago. Let's see what I can get. Bam, 2 weeks ago, 1 day ago, 6 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 hour ago. Hold on. Oh, that may be good. But nope. That was the only video. That's the only video about that right there. So they didn't say that the wife was there. So I'm not going to go with the wife was there.
Also here at noon, we're...
You know what I'm saying? So just hear what it is, man. But damn it, it's just be a learning lesson. Yeah. I know stuff. Mm-hmm. Y'all go ahead on and get your thumbs up. Now why we ain't even got 200 people in the building? This is sad on a slow moving Monday. I need the support. Shout out to Mean Bean for the $3 cash app. Say just emailed you with a crazy funny video. Oh, I appreciate that right there. I look at it when I get a second. You say a sugar daddy. Now, I just came across this video as I was just searching for another video of the story that we just had talked about. Oh, that's a 79 stinking Lincoln. A Lincoln Continental. That's what I used to call it. A Continental. But anyway, we have a deadly shooting. A deputy involved shooting. Now, I didn't watch this. I just saw it pop up on the screen. Hold on. A body cam got in 45 seconds. Oh, wait a minute. Should I even do that now? I ain't gonna do that now. Let's stick to what I got. Domestic love. Let's stay with the domestic love. Ladies, y'all be choices. I really ain't tripping on you because you're grown. You're grown to do what you want to do. Pick them how you want to pick them, baby. You've been doing good so far. Let me slide it on up here. We have a man with a felony, with a history of domestic violence, kills his wife in Indianapolis. A history. So it's been like a long time. Here we go.
All right, we turn now to IT-Mate uncovering new information about the man
Back it up.
All right, we turn now to IT-Mate uncovering new information about the man who shot and killed his wife yesterday morning. Turns out he was a convicted felon and illegally in possession of the guns he used. IT-Mate's Cody Fisher did a deep dive into the criminal history of 76-year-old Walter McNary. The man who
76. How old was the last man? 69. How old was the man before that? 76.
Shot and killed his wife before being shot by police here on 32nd Street following a chase, had previously spent time in prison, and in 2012, he was convicted in a domestic violence case. This mugshot from the Indiana Department of Corrections shows Walter McNary in 2011.
He looked like a math. He looked like a math teacher that I had. And his name was Mr. Watson. Shout out to Mr. Watson. Mr. Watson, he hadn't passed away though.
He was in prison for violating probation linked to drug charges. He was released right before Christmas. According to court documents, in early May 2012, he came home at 4 a.m. and woke his wife Nola up by hitting her. That morning, he hit her several times, choked her, and threatened to kill her.
So back in 2012, he got out, he came to the crib, he woke Nola up by 4 in the morning. Said, "Get up. I'm out now." You know what I'm saying? He hit her several times that morning and choked and threatened to kill her. They saying that this was back in 2012. The same woman who had knocked off. Go ahead.
Killer. He ultimately took a plea deal, was given probation, and ordered to complete 26 weeks of domestic violence counseling.
He was given counseling. Go ahead.
Fast forward 13 years. This was the scene yesterday on North Ritter Avenue. It's where McNary shot his wife Nola just after 7 in the morning.
Oh, they were still married. Go ahead.
The family told us Nola had been staying at her sister's house to get away from Walter. Nola's friend told us what happened was a surprise.
Oh, they were still married, but she was living somewhere. Got it.
We never expected it, but behind every smile could be some sadness. You never know what somebody's going through. If you see signs in a domestic dispute, it's kind of just run. Because one sign can be the sign of many bad signs.
If you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence, go to the As Seen On section of our website, where you'll find this story, where we've linked to domestic violence resources. Reporting in Indianapolis, for ITV, I'm Cody Fisher for Wish TV.
Got to be more careful. So you mean to tell me that she was hiding out? They were hiding out, trying to run from a player in the same city. You say he looked like Karl Malone, daddy.
Deal. Was given probation and ordered to complete 26 weeks of domestic violence counseling. Fast forward 13 years.
So 13 years later, they still married, but now she's trying to get away from him. Back in 2012, when he had woke up at 4 in the morning, slapped shit out of, "Get up, I'm out now." Threatened to kill her. She got the 26 weeks of domestic love counseling. Y'all stay together. This is why I keep trying to tell y'all we love domestic love relationship. There's no other way around it. She stayed with a man. She stayed with a man for another 13. And then, I guess some time this year, I'm finna get away from him. So she went round to her sister's house. I don't know how if you're trying to leave somebody like this, in my mind, I think that you need to, what is the thing called? Lead the state. Now, mind y'all, notice they told us that they was going to show us his history, right? He had no other charges since 2012. He had no other complaints, no other charges since 2012, but she was trying to leave him. Why was she trying to leave him now? What I can only come up with is that they had another domestic love incident. So if they had another domestic love incident, y'all know that she didn't call the police? He probably showed her that he had love her, and she say, "Enough is enough and I'm out." That could have happened. But no more. She had no more police interactions when it came down to this man. So she went to her sister's house.
Domestic violence counseling. Fast forward 13 years. This was the scene yesterday on North Ritter Avenue. It's where McNary shot his wife Nola just after 7 in the morning. The family told us Nola had been staying at her sister's house to get away from Walter. Nola's friend told us what happened was a surprise.
7 in the morning outside, got shot outside. So you know where the sister stayed, obviously, because, they married. So I'm guessing that she was going to work. How old was she, though? Because if he was 76, well, how old was she?
We never expected it, but behind every smile could be some sadness. You never know what somebody's going through. If you see signs in a domestic dispute, it's kind of just run. Just
run. Just don't run to the sister house. He know where you live at. He know where your peoples live at, especially if y'all been, together for so long. He should have left the state. She should have left the state. What? Yeah. So move right along. I ain't gonna much hold you. You're following your own understanding. You're making your wrong. Why did I believe that she could make, or she would make, a good decision if she picked a man and decided to continue to be in this domestic love relationship? These are the decisions. So really ain't tripping. He said, can you imagine being one of her friends and having to hear that 13 plus years of chaos? He said, I popped off on my female friend girl. He say, I don't want to hear that BS. He say, lead a good ninja. Leave him then. Yeah. If your significant other is such a problem, then leave. Make sure when you leave that you got a plan, though. Shout out to G for the $2 super chat. Say, damn player. He said that no clap juvenile style. Got to be more careful. He's 76, though. Somebody say 76. 76 and domestic violent criminals just so awful. Yes, it is. This is just crazy, man. But listen, this is going to show y'all this week, starting off this good, wonderful week. No matter how old the player is, player still love you. And he will still show it. For real. I'm just trying to help. What do we have here? Hold up. Oh, got one for you. Bam. Got this right here for you. Hold up. Swole up. What was this? All right. Somebody had done said something to me about this right here. I think this was Friday, if I'm not mistaken, or was it Saturday? It's gone to New Orleans. We had a situation where an inmate, shit crazy. Everybody need to be fired out here. An inmate was released from the New Orleans jail by mistake on purpose. Here we go.
Chris, thank you very much. Now, you might remember this chaotic scene. This is 10 inmates breaking out of a New Orleans jail earlier this year. Well, we have an update for you. Another manhunt underway right now for yet another inmate, but this time officials say it was staffers at the jail who let him walk out. CBS News reporter Katie Weiss has details.
Just over 2 months after this brazen breakout from a New Orleans jail, another inmate is on the run. This time after officials say they accidentally let out 30-year-old Khalil Bryant.
Even though it was a mistaken release from custody, you are on notice, you are a fugitive.
The Orleans Parish Sheriff says Bryant's release was a clerical mistake. He was confused with another inmate set for release sharing a similar last name.
Now I'm listening to him. You say now that you're on notice, but how can you be on notice if you don't watch the news? Listen, because when you get out, is you really watching the news? You trying to have fun, you trying to fandangle, you trying to hunt something, you trying to go to the club, trying to get all the dope that you can. You know what I'm saying? You trying to really, really enjoy life when you first jump, right? What you mean that I'm on notice if I don't watch television?
Though it was a mistaken release from custody, you are on notice, you are a fugitive.
The Orleans
I know what y'all thinking, but Willie, because of his crime, he knew that he wasn't supposed to be released. Oh, damn that. Listen, he probably thought that God had them came through. He probably thought that God had them showed him favor. You know what I'm saying? That God just done gave him some grace out here in these streets. Huh? What if he thought that?
The sheriff says Bryant's release was a clerical mistake. He was confused with another inmate set for release sharing a similar last name.
The mistaken release of Khalil Bryant was a serious error, and as sheriff, I take full responsibility. While our systems are designed to catch these discrepancies, human error led to a breakdown in the verification process.
Bryant has an active warrant for aggravated assault with a weapon, among other charges, and has a criminal history related to burglary, assault, and drug violations. In May, 10 inmates fled the same
They probably thought that they were just being nice, you know what I'm saying? And give him a second chance.
Jail after ripping a toilet from the wall and escaping through the hole. All but one have since been caught. It's a case that put increased scrutiny on the sheriff, who called that escape an inside job. More than a dozen people were charged with aiding the escapees, but Sterling Williams, a plumber at the jail, is the only employee who's been arrested. Williams has pleaded not guilty, and his lawyer says he's being used as a scapegoat.
He was the only employee at the jail. I thought a few of those chicks who was having relationships with the escapees was working there also, had got arrested. But I could be wrong.
The sheriff has launched an investigation into Brian's release.
I want the public to know this should not have happened. It was a failure of internal processes, and the public has every right to expect better.
You was not getting revoted in, sister. Listen. I don't know if they doing her this disservice on purpose, because they know that everything falls back on her. I don't know if they are just making things happen so they will just vote her out. Next time to vote for, baby, they don't like you. They really have no respect for you, sister.
Expect better.
A clerical error, computer problem. Hey. Hell, I think he's 6'4"? Player 6'4", 295. Oh, that's a big player right there. Oh, he's 6'4", 295. Date of birth 95. So what, he 30? He out here 30? 95, 5 plus 5. He's 30. Got to be more careful. Boy, if y'all know something, say something. Boy, don't run up on him. Don't you run up on him. You got a little weight on him. Don't you do it. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt yourself. Hold on. That was, how many minutes ago? That was a minute? Or 2 hours. No, so I don't need to do that one right there. And go on and get that out the screen. Got to be more careful. Oh, man, I'm looking at the time. There it is. We looking good. We looked real good. Hold on. We can hold that. Hold on. We can say that right there for later on. Y'all got that. Bam. Did that. Got that. Give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end of the midday news. I see that the numbers was really low, and it never got to where it needed to be. Like, at least get over 100. At least get over the 200 as far as the viewership, which is down. I don't know. They're still fighting against me, and I'm still not even speaking about the other places that I be talking about. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say, but it is what it is. Here, y'all give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end. Y'all please remember go around to the Willie Williams Show 4 channel, 7 channel, Accept and Agree channel. Watch the standalone videos. When you get a chance, go ahead on and watch standalone videos. Got to be more careful. Thank you for the show. You welcome. Say, listen, players, prostate cancer awareness right here at the Willie Williams Show. Say it's just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life is your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. And remember, we was everywhere. Thank you, y'all. No matter where you was. Thank y'all for your support. Like I always say, I really do appreciate that right there. Trying to get the numbers up. We're trying to spread our wings, but for some reason, you know what? If you're not subscribed to the number 4 channel, you know I just may go live tonight on the number 4 channel. I just may go live tonight on the number 4 channel. If you was not subscribed to the number 4 channel, then you just gonna miss it. Your bad. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what I think I'm gonna go ahead on and do. And for those of you, because I do know that there'll be a whole bunch of you all who was in here who is not subscribed to my other channels. I don't know why you wouldn't be subscribed to the other channels, but let me go ahead on and just pin it. Let me just go ahead on and pin the number 4 channel. Is there. I just may go live on the number 4 channel tonight. I don't know. But y'all come check on your peoples. Y'all finna go ahead on and get on up out of here. We had 180 likes. I'm slow moving money. It is what it is. Y'all have a good one. I am out of here, man. I'm gone. We bouncing. Got that? Got that.